It's your boy, Sean Baker.
Now we'll go to Dorisburg. We had a chance to talk to head coach Kevin McHale.
MC.
Guys, with the season series of 1 and 2, they feel that they have seen what does and doesn't work against this team. Coach told me that being patient and smart in their
We just beat the Spurs the last time.
If they can do that,
So I'm looking forward to beating them this time again too. If we can get this.
And thanks as always, Doris and guys, the emphasis on quality shooting, getting those chances identified by their coach is a key point.
Well, it sounds simple, Kevin. You got to shoot the ball well to win, but the way to try to do that is to get yourself the best opportunities possible, and that means executing offensively.
And not just executing, but not settling for anything but high percentage shots, guys. I mean, smart basketball and not forcing anything unnecessarily.
So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, the Spurs clearly an influential organization in the NBA. So many individuals who've worked in San Antonio, whether it be as players, assistant coaches, or in the front office, have gone on to leadership roles on other NBA teams. I think that speaks volumes to what that group is able to do in winning at a high level.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Houston.
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Daniels, he's checked in for Houston. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off a good outing against San Antonio.
And they did just what you have to do as a road team, guys. They never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Like every time they took a punch, they had a counter.
You'll like this team. Reverse vertibility.
My dude can dunk. I just wasn't holding our team.
Made up for it with some instant
When I did my leg, I was running and I let it go in the dude.
That one off the back iron and out.
Can't get a much better look than that, though.
Sure can. Not one you'd expect them to miss there.
No good from Black. Spurs trailed by 5.
He's going to really go to the Spurs? Oh, my career, he really did.
Looking for his first basket still in this
They
one.
made a good team. They got the first few.
And down is Anderson. Pass it to Bellinelli. Traps in the tray. Here's Harris, averaging 6 points per contest. Now the pass to Monteudis. Lets it go with the 3. The offensive rebound. Out to Harris, the chosen one. He nails the buzzer beater.
Right between the...
And that does it for the first quarter. Rockets on top. They're up by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
And the key has been the second chance points. You look at this team, the hustle that they play with, very impressive in that first quarter.
Well, it's showing up on the scoreboard. I mean, you get second chance points like that. It can add to your totals and also demoralize your opponent.
Black in at the 3. Patrick Beverly out there with Howard. And it's Daniel in at the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Leonard, no luck.
Dwight Howard, 3-time former Defensive Player of the Year, still a dominant defensive presence with his size and athleticism. Of course, a big-time presence on the glass. Well, he's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Now here's Leonard. Tight defense on him. He dishes it to Parker. Ginobili outside. Spurs working the ball around now. And he gets it to go. Leonard's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Spurs. And Dwight Howard, not only a rim protector, but a rim deterrent.
You know, that reputation he has really does cause players to think twice about go up and over Dwight Howard.
Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs in the last game, a loss to the Rockets.
Guys, given their performance in that game, which was less than pretty, I had a hard time believing it wound up as close as it did.
Likewise, I feel the same way, Steve. I mean, when it was coming down the stretch, I was thinking, how in the heck are they still in this game? You got to be kidding me.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the first half.
Yes.
Here's Bellinelli. He's got 5. And Parker, here we go. Feeds it to Bellinelli. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, we can be
See there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open. Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Bellinelli passes to Stone. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
The shot's good from Black. There's 45 seconds left here in the second. Entered on the wing. And that one's good.
Yeah, beautiful drive there. Going right around the bigger man.
Houston leading by 5.
Oh, yeah, in the first game of the playoffs, if you want me to play
The pass to Keenan. Here's the chosen one. Covered by Parker.
First game.
Here's Black. Great touch on the 16-footer. The chosen one's got 6 points in the quarter.
You gotta like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Parker with him. He's coming off a 16-point game against Houston.
And what an extraordinary display of passing in that game, too, Kevin. He's making all the right decisions offensively.
Here's Keenan. No luck. And the first half ends in a close one. Rockets lead by 5.
And now, brought to you by Sprint. The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Yeah, he played a very mature first half offensively, just finding gaps and making good decisions, getting into the defense and knocking down shots.
Well, the way he played that first half, that's exactly what we're talking about when we say offensive efficiency.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. In the backcourt, Parker and Ginobili. Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. Rockets leading by 5. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kevin, as you know, Tony Parker is now an elder statesman in the NBA. His father feels as if he's been a mature force since he started playing at the French Training Institute. Parker's father said, quote, "I don't think you can get any more mature than that. Leaving home at 14, you have to become a man on your own." Guys?
Thanks, Doris.
Tremendous dedication to the game. It's great to remember just how far he's come.
Clock is at 3. Here's Parker. And sent back by Howard. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Fourth. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That's a 2 from Parker. Another miss by Parker. Black in at small forward. Joey Dorsey is out there with Isaiah Cannon. And it's Capella in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Can't connect. So,
I guess we beat Houston.
Yeah, it was, and I think it's
101 to 93. Get him. 7 games in a row, got at least 200 this year.
It wasn't a blowout, but you guys got the job done. Did you feel at any point tonight that the game was in doubt?
I mean, it felt like we had the game in hand for the most part. As we got closer to the end of the fourth, coach was really getting on us not to let up and keep executing like we had been all game. And I think we did just that. We ran a few nice plays, and everyone was doing their job just like they're supposed to. It's that kind of performance that really makes you feel like your team has a chance to do something special. Now it's just a matter of keeping up that level of focus and execution over the long haul. We'll see if we can get it done.
As I said, when the playoffs come, if you want me to play the first game, press put it in on the comment, pick first game. When playing this key game, put in key game. That's it for your boy. And peace for Sean Baker.